Yo there guys, this is Cob, and this is the third duel guide in the series so far, and this time we're covering Fire Mage. It ain't just any Fire Mage either, this is Hansol, a fellow YouTuber with some epic videos, and he's also a guy who's played Fire Spec pretty much forever on his mage. He's a cool guy, I had a lot of fun dueling him. I'm going to leave a link to his channel in the description, so really go and check it out, he's got some awesome content. Anyways, the three sections in this video will be how to open and kiting, surviving Fire Mage burst and forcing the ice block, and taking the kill. Okay, so what is the perfect opener? As always, set your pet on passive and far away from you so it won't get caught in Dragon's Breath. Also, keeping your distance from the mage is huge, and you're going to have to be kiting for most of the duel. Fire Mages love nothing more than to play ultra aggressive, playing right up in your face and landing Dragon Breaths on cooldown. Also, remember how important it is to use your portal to keep your range. If you time it right, you can dodge things like Dragon's Breath and Frost Novels. Especially use your portal if they blink towards you, because if they've used blink, they have no way to close the gap on you, and this is awesome for you. The first real step is forcing a trinket from the mage, and you can easily do this by just blood fearing them instantly. Or if you use Grimoire Service Spec like I prefer to in duels, use your second Fell Hunter to blanket silence the mage while you land the first fear. Remember also to double fear if you don't use blood fear, because you'll very often fear the mage's trinket instantly. The opener is going to pass by real quick, but if you get it right, you're off to a really good start. Keep your distance, fear to force the trinket. If the mage doesn't want to trinket that fear, gently persuade him to trinket by charging up a Chaos Bolt. Alright, so you're off to a decent start, and that was the easy part. You've got some opening distance, and hopefully forced a trinket. The next step is surviving their burst damage, which I'm telling you guys is terrifying. The first duel me and my buddy Hansol did pretty much ended with me staring blankly at the screen while Cobb was systematically turned into a barbecue rib. And this was because I was too used to saving my cooldowns, and this is something you cannot do when a Fire Mage is bursting on you. If they get you into a deep freeze, which despite you kiting for the whole duel they probably will, you need to trinket and often pop almost all of your survival cooldowns to live through it. You can see here in this clip I pop a couple of cooldowns, but they're just not enough, and it boils down to the fact that unless you trinket the deep freeze and pop a decent amount of cooldowns, you're just going to be turned into a pile of ash. So basically, pop whatever you have to survive the burst, no matter how late or early in the duel this might be. Now when it comes to forcing that ice block, you pretty much always have to land one Chaos Bolt. You can get a ton of distance on the mage and just go for it that way, maybe with an Aura Mastery, or you can fear him and then go for it, because remember, he's already trinketed your first fear in the opener. That's why it's so important to get that fear off. He has no choice but to block the Chaos Bolt. If you have two conflagrates ready and your cooldown's up, and feel like you can land high damage without using a Chaos Bolt, then you can do that too, and sometimes force the ice block. But the Chaos Bolt method is definitely a more surefire way to do this. Okay guys, we are almost home dry. We forced the ice block, forced the trinket, but this is where things are going to get really messy. The mage's deep freeze is usually coming back off cooldown really soon at this point, and sometimes you can have done everything perfect up until this point, and then you slip up with your kiting, and before you know it you're in a deep freeze, and all your hard work turns into a barbecue rib before your eyes. We come to a point in the duel where you have no defensive cooldowns left, no trinket, nothing. And either does the mage. He has no alter time, no ice block. It basically comes down to either you're caught and you weren't able to kite properly, you're put into a deep freeze and you're just burned alive. Or you kite really well, don't get frost novaed, and you outlast the mage using Ember Tap heals or by just DPSing him down. If you popped your cooldowns to force the ice block with the Chaos Bolt, which you probably did, then if he comes out of the ice block and those cooldowns are still up, remember they can't be spell stolen or offensively dispelled anymore, so you can go really quickly for a kill then if you want with your cooldown still up for the extra damage. But even that can be risky with counter spells still being up on such a short cooldown, and your main focus still should be on kiting really. Now I usually do a quick review also of Grimoire Sacrifice spec in these videos, but this one is awesome for me because the tactic is actually the same. Just blood fear them to force the trinket, fear them again and Chaos Bolt to force the block, then kill. Of course this is easier said than done. You have issues with Dark Bag and it's not going to help you as much as Sacrificial Pact would with the dot that comes afterwards. And also Blood Fear constantly draining 10% of your health is going to hurt you more over time. Though while the spec is definitely weaker versus Fire Mage, you do have a fighting chance as long as you kite well. Now for some final pointers, then we'll get onto the full clips. First of all, if a mage is spec'd into Frostjaw, be ready to use Unending Resolve. Unending Resolve will make you immune to Frostjaw's silence and its freeze effect, meaning you can't get deep frozen off of it. Lastly, keep kiting, and do not stop kiting at any point during the duel. A Fire Mage wants to play in your face so he can frost nova you and then defreeze you off of that, and if he can't do that, he can't burst. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Hansol is releasing his own Fire Mage duel guide on how to tackle Destruction Warlocks, and there's going to be a link on screen for that, so do make sure that you check that out. This has been the Fire Mage duel guide, and as always I'm going to show a mixture of wins and losses so you can all see what I do right and what I do wrong in the duels. Stay desperate everyone, have fun, and I'll see you all in the next video.
Consumes, wondering what I must do to make up the lost chance with you. Rushing away and not thinking of what I am missing, beating myself up inside, hoping everything will be alright. Finally out of this place where I will begin my life waste, wishing I was in your embrace. As I walk alone, I can only hold you.